is Professor Sampson, and today we are going to be solving systems of linear inequalities by graphing. You should have already seen the other video to start this off, and I'm going to reiterate it with two equations. We already did in the last video. We worked on this problem, which showed you how to graph it when it's 1. Alright, I'm going to use your calculator and show you how to get it to shade everything you need so you're not guessing which area to shade. So we start off the same as we did before by solving this equation, this inequality for y equals x minus 4y is less than or equal to negative 4. You're going to subtract x from both sides so you can solve for y, leaving you with negative 4y is greater than or equal to negative 4 minus x. We're going to divide everything through by a negative 4. Remember, when you divide by a negative number, you must flip the sign and the inequality symbol. So you go from y greater than, that's going to be less than or equal to, negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. And then this gives you plus x over 4. That's your first one that you want to put into your calculator, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to put in my 1 plus x over 4. As you can see, 1 plus, I always use parentheses for my fractions, x over 4. Now I'm going to go to the table to find my 2 points. Alright, and my 2 points in here, I have negative 4, 0 that I can use, and I can use negative 0, 1, sorry. Alright, I can use those 2 points. The part about inequality that we went over, this is a less than sign, so that means you're going to shade lower. Right? Now it's a less than sign, so that means you're going to shade lower. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go in front of that, and we're going to go to the lower part, hit enter until it shades the lower. That's the upper part, and now we're at the lower part. That takes care of our first one. Now we're going to go and work on our second one. Alright, which is 2x plus y is less than or equal to 4. All I have to do for this one is subtract 2x to move that over. I have y is less than or equal to 4 minus 2x. I'm going to put that into my calculator. My 4 minus 2x in my second row. 4 minus 2x. I'm also going to see here that this is lower, right? Less than lower. So I'm going to go in front of that and hit enter till I get my lower. I still need my 2 points, so I'm going to go to my table. Remember, this is x comma my second y, so I'm going to find some points in there. So I can use the 0.04 for that one, and I can use the 0.12 for that one. Alright, so let's graph these two. I'm going to start with this one, graphing the point negative 4, 0. Which is going to be here, negative 4, 0. And then my other point I'm going to graph is 0, 1. Right there. I'm going to take my ruler. Since I'm not using my math lab, if you did that in my math lab, of course, it would pop up the ruler. I'm going to draw that line. And of course it's a solid line because the equal to sign makes it solid. Then I'm going to go do the same thing for this one over here. I'm going to have 0, 4 as 1 point, and then my other point is going to be 1, 2, which is there. Again, if you had my math lab, it would draw the line for you. But I'm doing this on paper, so I'm going to draw the line for myself. Alright. little bit off, but I'll be okay for our intents and purposes. So we have this, so I drew that. So I need to figure out where to shade. So now in my calculator, I'm going to hit the graph button because I already in y equals told it to shade the lower ends. So I'm going to hit the graph button, and as you see, my first piece is going to shade that piece, and my second piece is going to shade that piece. My answer is where the two of these pieces mix, which would be in the cross section. So you see these are the over ones. Oops, sorry. These are over and those are down. But you can see right here in the dark section, that's the cross section. And if you look at mine next to that, you'll see that it's this area right here. Alright, this area right here. So then I would shade this area right here. Okay. So that would be my shaded area, hence looking like my graph here. Alright, with the darkest area shaded. And all my lines are correct. So that's how you work with solving systems of inequalities and getting the right area to shade.